guys. It is 1 p.m. and it is our Fearless Friday today on Team Fashionista's page. My name is Jessica and I will be bringing you some tips and tricks that I have learned along the way from going part-time to full-time. So I hope my teaching today enriches your business in some sort of way, whether if it's a big impactful way or just a small step forward. Whatever it is, if it's an impact of growth, I hope that it hits your business. So come on in. I don't know if I can see the comments. This is my first time going live here. So I'm going to actually put it on my phone as well. So maybe I can follow on with my phone. Just in case I don't see. But how's everybody doing? It's Friday, y'all. It is Friday. Get excited. It is Friday. It is the start of the weekend. But remember, your business doesn't rest on the weekends. So, but come on in. We made it for the ones that work full-time or part-time. Y'all made it. We made it. It's Friday. Hello, everybody. Hey, Tracy. Hello, everybody coming in. I'm going to try to put this on my phone so I can follow. I'm going to bring down the volume so I can see the comments. Hello from Texas. Hello, Mary Jane. How are you? So while you guys are coming in, I just want to talk about who I am. My name is Jessica, and I have been a consultant for 18 months. I talk about it like it's my baby, right? When people are like, no, your baby's a year and a half. No, my baby's 18 months. So I've been in the business for 18 months, and I started working the business and recently in May, so less than 18 months, I was able to leave my full-time nursing career, which was a very healthy salary, to be home full-time doing paparazzi. Okay, so I just wanted to come on in here and share a little bit of my tricks that I have learned along the way. I am by far not an expert. I am still learning. I am still growing. I take pride in still being a student. I never want to walk around saying that I know everything. I take pride in saying that I'm always a sponge. I'm always learning. I always want to learn new tips and tricks from everyone in any season in their business, because I feel like you can apply anything to any season in your business from anyone, and you can learn from anyone. So first I want to say thank you to Andrea, our amazing, fearless, fabulous leader, for giving me this platform, not only to share my tips and tricks, but to grow me individually as a leader. I think the more that I speak and she allows me to speak, I'm able to speak more fluidly through my team, and I'm able to guide myself as a better leader. So I want to first thank her and for her amazing leadership and her heart for people. You can see that. And I just appreciate you for that. So thank you. So it is Friday. Atlanta. Yes. Hey, Miss Gloria. So, all right. So let's start from the beginning. I'm going to make my story short because I could talk about paparazzi. I'm not kidding you guys, for hours. Okay. So I started about 18 months ago. I went full-time with paparazzi in May. So about less than 18 months, I went from working at a full-time nursing career, which I ran one of the biggest allergist and immunologist offices here in South Florida. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, and I am home full time. So let's talk about part-time, right? Because majority of us are doing this part-time, whether if it's a side hustle, part-time after work, whatever the case may be. And some of us are in a position where it's like, man, I've been working my business, but I got my full-time job, I got my kids, I got this and that, and so on and so on. So because I was there, right? And now I'm where I'm at. So let me go ahead and help you bridge over from going part-time to full-time. Because I know majority of us, most of our why for starting this business is either time freedom or family freedom, being able to stay at home, financial freedom to be able to do that as well. So let's talk about that. So first, I'm going to give you 3 nuggets, y'all. 3 nuggets, and I want you to write this down. If you have a team, I want this to flow through you to your team. This is going to grow your business in a dramatic way because I've seen it done it for me, and I know it could do it for you. So let's talk about the 3 main things, because I want to be a good stewardess of your time too. So I know a lot of you have flash sales or go live or whatever the case may be, or maybe on your lunch break. If you are, I see you. Let's go with number 1. All right. And then I'll take questions at the end. Okay. So I'll take questions at the end. Number 1, okay, for you to transition from part-time to full-time, you have to be all in and committed. Somebody write that down in the comments. All in and committed. Okay. You cannot be all in without being committed, and you cannot be committed without being all in. Okay. They go together. So you have to be all in and committed. And there's a reason why committed has 2 M's and 2 T's, okay? I'm going to break it down for you. You have to be committed with the 2 M and the 2 T's. The first M in committed is mind, okay? We talk about it all the time. mindset, 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 mindset. You have to be committed and all in with the first M of committed, which is your mind. Your mindset, you guys, is what's going to grow your business. If you look at your business as just something as a hobbyist, you're going to remain a hobbyist, and that's totally okay. Everybody's journey is different. If you are looking to grow your business in time and financial freedom, your mindset, and I love this because when the elites went to retreat, one of the elites that stood out to me said, walk, talk, and act like an elite, and you will be an elite. So your mindset has to be, I'm going to walk, talk like I want time and financial freedom. And guess what? Time and financial freedom is going to come. So the first M to committed is mind, for your mindset. The second M for committed is your money. You have to be all in and committed with your money, you guys. You have to invest in the things that you need. You have to invest in your ring lights. You have to invest in your bubble mailers. You have to invest with your money and reinvesting in your inventory, okay? All those boxes back there and all throughout this room here, I have more going down that way, is all inventory, right? And there's a reason why you want to invest in your company. You cannot be the jewelry lady with no jewelry, or the wrong mindset to say, I'm only going to buy more when I sell everything in my house. At that point, your mindset is as a hobby, and you're not going to grow as a business. You're not going to transition from having a hustle to a part-time to a full-time. You have to invest in your business. So investing in your inventory, investing your money to take it and reinvest in the business is huge. You cannot invoice for $400 and then go buy yourself a Louis Vuitton bag and think you made it. You can't do that, right? You are not investing in your business. So the first thing you have to do is the second M of committed is your money. You have to invest and reinvest in your inventory and in your business. That's huge, okay? Let's talk about the first T. The first T of committed is your time. Your time, your time, your time, you guys. No excuses, y'all. If we have time to sit on our couch and scroll through reels on Instagram and scroll through TikTok, and all of a sudden you look at your clock, it's been 45 minutes and you wasted 45 minutes looking at other people making money on TikTok or whatever the case may be, you are not committed with your time. You are not all in with your time. If you have 45 minutes to scroll through your phone for nonsense, you have 45 minutes to do a flash sale. You have 45 minutes to do a opportunity live. You have 45 minutes to do something that's income producing to develop your business, okay? And this is where all of this is tying in. You see how this ties into your mindset, it ties into your money, it ties into your time. So your time is very, very important. Your time can create money. So for you to sit there and just be, or saying, I'm not gonna go live, I don't feel like it tonight, but you sit on your couch and you're watching Netflix, or you're watching Grey's Anatomy, or you're watching The Good Doctor, which I love, by the way. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. If you're watching that, you have time for your business. So for people to say, oh, I don't have time, no tengo tiempo, I'm so busy, I don't have time. Yes, you do. You have the same 24 hours in your day that I have. You have the same 24 hours in your day that Andrea has, that all the other elites have, that have the owners of the company, the founders. You have the same 24 hours in your life to create and develop something that you work for, that you would love and that you would love to create. So time, that's the second T, and the first T. The second T is talent, you guys. The scripture says that he has given us different talents and gifts and abilities, okay? You have to walk in that, use what God has given you, use that talent, use that gift, okay? If your gifting is hostessing, if you love hostessing your church ladies to come over and have coffee and talk about Bible study, use that as your gifting. Have Saturday people come over and have coffee and dessert and show them your bling room. If hostessing is your gift and talent that the Lord has blessed you with, use it. If singing is your talent and ability that the Lord has given you with, be the singing paparazzi lady. Go on, sing, have a concert of your own, have a great time, touch the heart of the people so that they can come to you because they know that you are the singing paparazzi lady that knows me by name, and I love your jewelry and I love what the talent that God has given you. Whatever the talent that God has given you and the ability, use it. And with that, stay in your own lane. I think we get very, very, look at what she's doing. Look at what she's doing. Oh my God, she does this. I got to do that. Oh my God, she has a chicken that goes off. I got to get a chicken. Oh my God, she has, a sparkly background with her name embroidered on it. And I got to get that because she's making money. No, you guys, stay in your lane, put your blinders on, have faith in the abilities and the talents that God has given you in order for you to build your business and create something that nobody else has. Okay, so you have to set yourself apart. With that comes with branding and all of that. We can get into all of that, but I'm doing the first three. And I got to stay focused because I can go on forever. But set yourself apart from everyone else who has the same product in the same 24 hours in the day. And the way you can do that the most efficiently and the most authentically is use the gifts that God has given you. Okay, use them, and use them to advance your business. It is just hand in hand. That's why you were given to it. Use it and it'll help you out. So that is, remember, so number one is all in. Be all in with and committed. So that's the 2 M's. For committed is mind and money, and the 2 T's are time and talent. Okay. Number 2, huge. And I've been guilty of this. You have been guilty of this. Yo, mama has been guilty. Everybody has been guilty of this. Stop making excuses. Okay. Everybody has excuses on why their business is not building. I don't care what your excuse is. Now, take this with a grain of salt, okay? And I'm going to tell you why, because my story is the foundation of why I'm here, and I'm going to give you a little bit. I'm going to, what they say, I'm going to, I can't think of the word right now, but I'm going to not make you feel bad about your excuses, but I'm going to give you a reason why your excuses should not be an excuse on why your business is not building, okay? Everybody wants to talk about their kids. My kids are loud. My kids are young. I'm a young mom. I'm a blah, 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 blah. I'm a full-time worker. I have no time. I work 12-hour days. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, right? Everybody has it, or I have a special circumstance. My family members are sick, or my parents, they live with me, or I take care of them, or, I have a disability, or, my back hurts. I can't stand very long. Whatever the case may be, an excuse, right? Just an excuse. Let me tell you a little bit about my story. Remember, I've only been in paparazzi 18 months. I went full time after about 14 months. Okay. Let me tell you a little about who I am. I retired at 35 from my full-time job. I was a full-time career nurse. I ran one of the biggest allergist and immunologist companies in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale. Okay. I did that. I worked 12-hour days. Okay. Let me tell you how my day went. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I have 3 kids. 6 o'clock in the morning, I woke up. We got them ready and fed for school. I dropped them off at school. Okay. I dropped them off. I went over to my job, right? I took a nap in the parking lot because I'm about to tell you what my evenings look like, so you'll understand why I took a nap. Took a nap in the parking lot for 30 minutes before I started my shift. Went up to my shift, worked 10 to 12-hour days, got off at 7 at the, average. Got off at 7. Got off at 7, came home. Now, mind you, I am a wife and I am a mother of 3 kids. Came home, fed them, took care of my husband, took care of my kids. Now, one of my kids has autism. He is not high functioning autism. He does not speak quite yet. He's 6 years old, so he requires more of my time, which is also a full-time job. If you know or have a son or know someone in your family with autism, go ahead and put the blue hearts in the comments. That'll make my heart so happy. So I have a special needs son that I have to take care on top of that. So I take care of all that, take care of my home business, take care of dinner. Now, after all of that, now it's bedtime and showers. Now I got to put all my kids to bed, put them down. Now everybody's in. Now, guess what? It is 8 o'clock. I worked my business for an entire year. Hear me out. An entire year from 8 p.m. till 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. That's the only time in my 24 hours of day that I could work my part-time job. Okay. So I worked from 8 p.m., setting up my boards, going live at 9 o'clock, stayed live till about 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock or so. Then that was the only time I can invoice, the only time I can package up, the only time I can weigh, the only time I can put labels on, the only time I can get it ready and put it in a bag so that when I woke up 3 hours later at 6 a.m. to do it all over again, I had everybody's package already packaged and to do it again. I did that for one entire year. So the Bible says he who committed the first sin cast the first stone. He who has not committed the first sin cast the first stone. Guess what? If there's anybody in this room right now that could cast that first stone and why I couldn't go live, why I couldn't do my business, why I am busy, why I have full time, why woe is me, I have a special needs child, why I'm a pastor's wife, I am a full-time nurse, I am this, I am that. Let me be the one to cast the first stone to tell you I don't have enough time. Okay. But I was the first one to say, I see a problem. I'm going to find a solution. I'm going to implement it because you know why? My kids are my why. And I tell you one, if your why does not shake you up to your core, your why is not strong enough. You hear me? If your why, when you think about it, doesn't make you cry or doesn't shake you up, your why is not strong enough. So you need to reconsider and relook at why you're doing this business and create a different why that's going to spark that fire. Because for me, and let me, side note, put this down. Don't ever think nobody's above paparazzi. You hear me? I had a great salary. I had a fantastic salary, more than I could ever been blessed with. But I had a situation that needed a solution. Do you hear me? So for anybody who looked at me, oh, she doesn't need paparazzi. She got it good. She's running an office. She's a nurse. She's making blah, 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 80,000 a year. She's doing good. She don't need pop. Guess what? I had an issue that needed a solution. I have a special needs son that I do not want anyone taking care of him but me. Do you hear me? And for anybody who does have a son with autism that doesn't speak, they know how hurtful it is to leave them with somebody and entrust somebody enough not to hurt their son or their daughter that cannot communicate back. So for me to say that I needed a problem that needed a solution, paparazzi was the solution. I don't care how much money I made at my 9 to 5. Being home with my son is what matters the most and what I needed. So that's why that was my why. And it continues to always be my why. My kids, my husband, financial freedom, time freedom, all of that kind of goes and flows with it. But that will always continue to be my why because that is what fires me. That is what passions me. That is what will bring me. You need that accountability, you guys. If you don't have an accountability partner in your life, and if that accountability is not your kids, your son, your finances, whatever the case may be, you need someone in your life to say, listen, I know your struggles. I know why you're doing this. Stop playing around and let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. And if you're not that deep personality like me, because I'm growing as a leader, so I'm learning how to be a little bit nicer and not shout so much. But if you need somebody in your life to say, listen, I will be that deep personality to tell you that you're slacking and your kids or your finances or that car payments or whatever it is, because everybody's different in what they need for this business. Right? But the power and the energy and the why needs to fuel you in the same way. So if your why is not shaking you up, you guys, you need to turn it around. You need to find something else that's going to give you the drive. Okay. So again, if you are giving excuses, stop. I had every excuse in the world to stop. I got 3 hours of sleep for a year, y'all. 3 hours of sleep for a year. It's like having a newborn for an entire year. But you know what? What I wanted out of this business is what I wanted out of the business. And my why was so strong that ain't nobody going to take it away from me. And what God has for me, let no man take away. And God will in turn give me the strength to do it. Okay. And number 2, guys, side note, always, if you're not active, if your people are not active, you need to tell them the reasons to be active. When I started paparazzi, I just saw some random girl do it online. And, you know, she never reached out to me. I don't even think she saw me watching her. But I went and I said, I'm going to do this. I think I could do this. Like, it looks easy. I put in my zip code in the paparazzi website and I found some random lady and signed up. And now, you know, I didn't know her at all. You know what I mean? I didn't know her at all. And, you know, I just signed up under her. And now we're a big team. And she just woke up with a big team one day because I decided to sign up with somebody that was active. So being active is huge. You guys, if you're not active, teach that to your team members. Do it yourself. Lead by example. Being active is awesome. It will create, you could potentially get somebody like me that just looked up their zip code. So that's another thing. I'm trying not to get squirrel brain, y'all, because I'm on fire now. I'm on fire, so I'm not trying to get squirrel brain. So being active is huge. So no excuses, you guys. And stop. The worst thing I hate is stop saying your sponsor failed you. Stop saying your sponsor failed you. Somebody put that in the comments. Stop saying your sponsor failed you, okay? Because when I found somebody in my area, all she did was say, hello, how'd you find me? And then she connected me to Fashionistas 2.0, and I never heard her again. I never heard from her again. So stop saying your sponsor failed you, because what I did, just like I made the decision to sign up, I made the decision to go on YouTube. I studied YouTube like crazy. I studied trainings. I just went everywhere looking for as much information as I possibly can, because one, I didn't even know what a sponsor was, because nobody talked about the responsibilities of a sponsor. I don't know any of that. I just knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted, and there was nothing in this world that was going to get between me and what I wanted. So I went and I started, looking at YouTubes, and what's crazy is God is so good, y'all. God is so good, y'all. He put me on a team that I didn't know was a team as great as Fashionistas. And then I found out that the person I was studying from, y'all, the videos I was watching, y'all, on YouTube was Miss Andrea Hutcheson. And I didn't know who she was. And I didn't know I was even in her lineage line. I didn't know any of that. But I found out, y'all, and I reached out to her, and I was so nervous because to me, she was like this superstar unicorn. And I was like, oh my God, I want to be just like her. I want to be just like her. And I reached out to her, and I remember one day I was live. And she messaged me, like me, little old me, like way down on the 7th of her tier, like somebody she doesn't even see. And she was like, I'm so very proud of you. I see you. Girls and gentlemen, I started crying during my live. People look at me like, what's wrong with you? I was like, Andrea texted me and said she's so proud of me. And I was so proud of that moment, you guys. And I bring that up because I didn't let a sponsor of not having guidance stop me. I didn't have not knowing enough about that. I never even bought the jewelry. I just saw somebody selling it. And I was like, bro, if she's making money sitting in her house on her bed with her drawer in the background and her clothes were coming out and all crazy stuff, and she was still selling, and I'm like, I can make this. Like, I could do this a little bit better, make this. And it did, and it's producing, and it continues to produce. So stop making excuses on your family time, your special circumstances, you're taking care of your kids. Stop that little kid's mess. I have twin boys. They're 6 years old. One of them has autism. The other one's super sweet. He's so cute. But they're still boys. Like, I have 2 little boys. I have an 11-year-old girl that's turning into a teenager. And y'all, that's a new season. So I'm working on that too. But, you know, stop making all that excuses. If I have the same 24 hours in the day and I went live, or I started my business from 8 to 3 a.m., guess what? Y'all are sleeping on that time. Stop sleeping. Get up. Start working. If you have to work all day, and that's why I took the nap, y'all. Thank God for naps. From when I dropped off my kids to go into my full-time job, I took that 30-minute nap and I was up. So stop making excuses. And the last point-ish I'm going to give you is you reap what you sow. Plain and simple. Somebody write that down in comments. You reap what you sow. You get out of it what you put into it. It's very simple. You get out of it what you put into it. You know, like I heard another, I'm not going to take the credit for this, but I did hear another consultant say, it is the frequency of your consistency that's going to grow your business. All right, I'll say that again. It's the frequency of your consistency that's going to change your business. We always hear about consistency, which is great. You have to be consistent, right? That's how you build your following. That's how people find out where you are. Like, you have to be consistent, right? You have to show up for your people. But if you're consistent one day a week, you're going to get one day a week work. Now, the frequency of your consistency, if you go live 5 days a week, I go live 5 days a week, y'all. When I was working full time, I was going live 5 days a week. I forgot to take that out. Monday through Friday, I was going live 5 days a week. So your frequency of your consistency is what's going to grow your business. If you're working 1 day a week, you're going to get 1 day a week pay, just like you would 40 hours a week. If you're going live 5 days a week with a couple flash sales in between, guess what? You're going to make good money. So the frequency of your consistency is what's going to grow your sales. It's going to grow your business. It's going to grow your viewers. It's going to grow everything because you're consistent, but your frequency and your consistency is going to make a difference. If your Walmart is open once a week, how much money they're going to make? If your Walmart is open 24/7, how much money you're going to make? It's plain and simple. Your frequency of your consistency is going to grow your business. You reap what you sow. Whatever you put into your business is what you're going to get out of your business, okay? Whatever you put in and what you're going to get out. So for me, the number one reason why businesses don't grow, and I shared this with my team the other day, the biggest reason why businesses don't grow is inadequate management and planning. You can put that in the comments. Inadequate management and planning, okay? You are the biggest reason why your business is not growing, because no one can ever say that we don't have management in Fashionistas, and nobody could ever say we don't have planning and onboarding tools and resources, okay? So never, ever, ever can you say that Fashionista fails me because we don't have a plan, management, or resources. No, ma'am. No, sir. It is all there in Fashionistas or Fashionistas 2.0. It's in letsflourishtogether.com. It's in all of the YouTube videos that Andrea made and her fabulous team on top of that. So the resources, and we have adequate management, you guys. We have so many things in place that could build your business. And I'm going to tell you about the biggest one at the end of this that has changed the life of my business, and we'll get to there. But you are the reason. Are you the biggest reason why your business is not growing? Is your heart and hustle there? We can give you all the tools and resources all you want. If your heart, your hustle, and your why is not there, nothing's going to change, right? If you are not implementing your DMOs every day, if you don't know what a DMO is, you can find it in Fashionistas 2.0. Let's Flourish Together. Somebody can put it in the comments. But you should be doing your DMOs every day, okay? So let's talk about what has changed my business, and it is the Power Hour. El hora de poder. Andrea says I have to talk more Spanish. Hora de poder. Power Hour has changed the life of my business. Y'all, I've been doing Power Hour for 6 weeks. Okay. When I went full-time at Paparazzi in May, I've been doing Power Hour for 6 weeks. It has changed the life of my business in the sales and management of my business and being organized in my team building, prospects, recruit new team members. I don't know how many team members I've added since Power Hour. If you are struggling in any of those areas of your business, prospecting and growing a following and viewers and sales, any of that, the Power Hour will change your life. Let's talk about the Power Hour because that is the core of what I do and it's the core of my business. Power Hour is 1 hour working your business intentionally every single day. Now you can do it Monday through Friday. You can do it Monday through Sunday. Again, the frequency of your consistency, however many days you want to do your Power Hour is what you're going to get out of it. Okay. It all ties back into that. Power Hour basically just gives you 15-minute increments on working different parts of your business, recruiting, prospecting, adding friends, connections. Okay. Because remember, we are in direct sales. If you don't like people and you don't like making, interactions or relationships, you're in the wrong business. And that too won't grow your business. So start opening your mouth. Put that in the comments. Start opening your mouth about what you have and what God has given you and the opportunity you can give others. Once you start doing that, you're going to see a huge shift in your business and the Power Hour will grow that out of you. Okay. It's not something that, the power and the energy and the fire you have, but in order to develop your leadership skills and the way that you approach people is where the Power Hour comes into place. Do not be intimidated by the Power Hour. If you're already doing your DMOs, bring your DMOs. Bring your DMOs. You are in a place with other consultants, other leaders, other elite leaders that could help you and that could guide you through it if you just want to be with the DMOs. And eventually you're going to cross over to Power Hour. DMO was the birthplace of the Power Hour. That is the birthplace. So come with your DMOs. We go at 9 a.m. Every morning from Monday through Friday with Andrea, and she can post it in a link, or I'm pretty sure she has it posted everywhere. If you haven't seen the Power Hour, you just are not looking at the pages. But now let me go back to excuses, okay? Because I was doing the Power Hour before the 9 a.m. Remember, I was at work full time. Did you know what I did? I had a 45-minute break at my lunch. So while I was eating lunch, okay, I was doing my Power Hour. All right. I wasn't talking to my coworkers. I wasn't watching a TV show or a Netflix to catch up. All right. So before I went to work, I took a 30-minute nap. On my 45-minute lunch break, I did the Power Hour short of 15 minutes. So I shortened everything to about 8 minutes to get it all in. All right. So I got my Power Hour during my lunch break. And then I took my first PP break at 2:45. To go get new releases in the bathroom, okay, at 3 o'clock. So for people who have excuses why they can't get new releases because they work, take your first potty break at 2:50, okay? Work your butt off all morning shift. Then after lunch, when I came back, I always took my potty break at 2:55 so I can get those new releases at 3 p.m. So I never missed them, even though I was working a full-time job, okay? So again, that's where excuses are birthed at. That's where the enemy whispers in your ear and says, you don't have time. You're too busy. You can't do this. You're not good enough. Your sales are low today. You're not cut out for this. Stop letting the enemy have a foothold into your mindset, okay? You were created for big and powerful things, mighty things. You can move mountains if you want to. So do not let the enemy whisper negativity in your ear to tell you you do not have enough time in the day or you are not equipped, okay? All right. He does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Do you hear me? He does not call the qualified. All right. He qualifies the call. So if you come into this business with the mindset and the heart that I'm all in, he's going to say, give me all of you and I'm going to give you all of me in return. You hear me? So he will bring the harvest. He will qualify the called. Okay. He doesn't call the qualified. All right. So that's a side note for you. Take that and hold that in your heart. So again, Power Hour. Power Hour. If you can make it at 9 a.m., you will have us there. We can help you. We can guide you. Do not be overwhelmed. Bring your DMOs. If you want to bring your DMOs, bring your DMOs. We can work on that. Okay. Whatever it is, being intentional in your business, whatever hour of the day is going to grow your business. Again, I did it on my lunch break. All right. I saw an opportunity of time. I didn't take another nap. Even though I wanted to sometimes. I didn't take another nap. Okay. I did the Power Hour. Now, Guys, it's not going to be easy. If consistency was easy, we'd all have that summer body. We would all be looking fine. We will all be 120 pounds. We wouldn't have any issues, right? Consistency takes hard work and it takes dedication. All right. If it was that easy, we'd all be at the gym looking nice. That's not it. Okay. It takes work. I'm not saying what I'm saying is going to be easy. It takes work, but your why is going to fuel that energy that's going to get you to overcome it. Okay. But you have to show up. All right. Put that in comments. You have to show up. It starts with you. Okay. You have to show up. Because remember, before your breakthrough, you always feel like you want to quit. And anything that you do before anything great that happens in your life, you have a moment to where the enemy steps in and tries to take you away from that and makes you feel defeated and quit, like a live where you just sell 2 pieces. So then the next day he knows that that breakthrough is going to come and those 3 new customers are going to show up. And, you know, you don't go because I'm nothing. I just sold 2 last night. Guess what? If you didn't show up, you would never got those 100 pieces those new customers could have bought from you. So, and that's usually the case. Usually you have a bad night, right? And then the next night you're just like, I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna show up. And all of a sudden you sell 70 pieces or you sell 6 or 20 or 3 or 4 times as much as you did the night before. That's because your breakthrough is coming and the enemy tries to step in to stop you from receiving that, okay, that breakthrough. So always show up, all right? And use the next day as a reset, you guys. That's always been a powerful thing for my mindset. Use the next day as a reset. All right. Forget about yesterday. Forget about what happened yesterday. Forget about your sales yesterday. Forget about whatever it was yesterday. Today is a new day to learn from yesterday, adjust it, and move forward. Today is another day of reset. So always, always, always reset. But again, my main purpose of today is to let you know those 3 points, and we'll go through it again. Number 1 was from going part-time to full-time, all in committed. Be committed with 2 T's or 2 M's and 2 T's. Your mind, your money, your time, and your talent. Okay. 2, stop with the excuses. I could have thrown a boulder to be the first one with excuses and I didn't. And 3, you reap what you sow. And number 4 is the most important, power hour, you guys. If you can make it at 9 a.m., please do. I'm sure Andrea will follow up with the power hour. There it is, right there in the in your DMOs. You can find on letsflourishtogether.com as well. Again, if you can't make 9 a.m., find an hour of your time Monday through Friday to do it. I did it on my lunch break. Okay. 45 minutes, shortened it to 8 minutes, and it grew my business slow, but it's in the right direction. Okay. So those are my nuggets for you. I hope that whatever you use and whatever you implement, I hope it flows through you and your team if you have one. If not, I hope it edifies you, your spirit. I hope that you surround yourself with people who want to see you succeed. If you have people in your circle right now that are skeptical about what you're doing and they're just not, they're just not on your team to grow, to help you grow. I ask that you clean up your circle and have a circle of people around you that are going to edify your life, your business, your spirit, and everything that's around you. Okay. So, because that's going to help everything else stay impact. So I hope all of this helped you guys today. Again, this is my first time doing this, and I thank Andrea for having me here so that I can pour into others. I know what this business has done for me, and I cannot keep my mouth shut because I know what it can do for others, especially others in situations where they do have special need children, or they take care of their parents full time, or whatever the case may be, where they need time, freedom to be at home. No matter what their career is, you guys. And my last tip for you guys, stop selling the product, start selling the solution for their problems. And not even their problems, but their needs. I don't like the word problems because my son was never a problem. It was just a need. Okay. Stop. Somebody can put in the comments, stop selling the product and start selling the solution to their needs. Okay. When you start changing your wording and stop saying, oh, I'm a part of paparazzi and we got 45% commission and we can make money and I can help you pay your bills and I can da. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about the commission plan. Nobody cares about LOP. Nobody cares about any of that. I don't. I care when you talk to me and say, hey, I noticed you need childcare. Have you ever thought about starting paparazzi so you can pay for childcare and maybe go to work part-time so you can be home part-time? Or, hey, I noticed that, you want to stay at home with your son. What does that look like with your income? Let's break it down per piece. If you make $1,000 a month and you need that, let's break it down per piece, per week, per day. That comes out to about 4 pieces a day. Do you think you can sell 4 pieces a day to make $1,000 a month to stay home? Yeah, I can totally do that. And I can stay home 4 pieces? Heck yeah, let's talk about it. Start giving them a solution to their needs versus the product, okay? We all know the product is going to sell itself. We all know that the product is gorgeous. It's going to start, we never have a problem about, oh, it doesn't sell. I've never heard that from any of my team members. Oh, it doesn't sell. No, the problem is, or they have a problem talking to people and prospecting about the business. But when you start moving your language and you start changing things and start giving solutions to their I hate the word problems, to their needs, then you're going to see a shift in what they want to do, and you're able to help them hit those goals. And in turn, you're going to have, an awesome team. So those are my tips for you guys. I can talk for like ever. But I just want to take some time to take some questions. I mean, I can talk about this business forever for what it has done for me and what it can do for others. But I'm going to start looking on my phone because I can see you guys, but it's a short window in this one. So if you have any questions, by all means, I am not a professional in paparazzi. I'm just a woman with a heart and a goal and a plan. And, I'm just so thankful to be a part of a team that supports me in that. But if I can help you in any way, or if you have any questions that I could possibly answer, or maybe Andrea could answer, or somebody in the room qualified enough to answer, I would answer that. But if not, if you can just take those tidbits and share them with your team, it's going to enrich your team. It's going to grow your team. It's going to strengthen your team, and also apply it to yourself. It's going to do those things to you as well. I'm talking your language, Zuma. I'm so happy. And I'm sorry that I can't translate in Spanish. And I know Andrea's going to be like, Español, muchacha, Español. You're welcome, Lisa. Yes, sell the solution to their needs, guys. Change the way you're talking about this business. We're not in business for the money. We're not in business for the team members. We're not in business for the commission check. If you're working your business every day saying, oh, I got to hit my money goal. I got to hit my commission goal. I can't believe my team's not working. This is so frustrating. If you're in that mindset, y'all, you ain't going to go anywhere. Your team's going to fall apart, and that's it. That's it. That's it. And that's the kind of heart the Lord does not want. That nobody wants that heart. So when you start changing your heart towards your team and start saying, okay, how can I help you hit your financial goals? That's when you're going to see everything come into play. That's why I always tell people LOP should never be your goal. LOP should never be your goal. Helping your team members hit their goals, sales, helping your team members hit their sales goal, LOP is going to be your reward. You hear me? LOP should never be your goal. I got to hit platinum. I got to hit black diamond. It should never be your goal. Your goal should be helping your team members hit their sales. And in return, LOP will be your reward. You see how that mindset just shifted? So start thinking that way, and then you're going to get everything else come in line. That's how you got to do it. Could you show me a little bit more excitement? Hey, Jim! That's my team member. He's like the coolest guy in paparazzi I know. He's awesome. What is your name? My name is Jessica Christofis. It's very, very Greek. I married a Greek man, so I lost my Spanish title. So my Molina Martinez is gone. Now it's just Christofis, but I love him. That's me. What does your full-time paparazzi schedule look like versus, okay, so my full-time paparazzi, now, y'all, I left a full-time job working 12 hours. So now I work my paparazzi business in my office, in this office, 4 hours a day. And I'll tell you what my paparazzi business, 4 hours in the morning, and then I do my lives at night. So now what my full-time schedule looks like, I get up, I make my own coffee in my coffee pot, all right? Because during the pandemic, our offices, we stopped all the coffee and stuff. So I went like without coffee. Anyway, I make my coffee, I come in here, I'm ready for the power hour at 9 a.m. I work power hour from 9 to 10. And then I do Inner Circle. Inner Circle is an hour of people on Zoom really intentionally working their business, right? Because you can do the power in the morning and then you get distracted. You watch a TV show or you're on your phone and you get really distracted. No. So I take that hour in Inner Circle at 10:30 and do an hour of income producing activities. So I get paid invoices as packaged. I get ready for my noon live. So now I'm able to do a noon flash sale, which I wasn't able to do before because I was working. So that brought up my sales, also be able to do a flash sale every day. But from 10:30 to 11:30, I do packaging, invoicing, follow up on emails. If I have Zooms with my team members or schedule appointments with some team members that need to talk to me about different parts of their business. We talk about that. We schedule it within that hour. Then at 11:30, I take 11:30 to 12 o'clock break. Okay. And I probably get lunch or, I go outside, have the sun on my face, things that I couldn't do at work, right? Because we're stuck in a building. So I would go outside and just kind of let the sun hit my face for 10 minutes, or I would go and refresh my coffee, or I make lunch, or whatever the case may be. Then at 12 noon, I do a flash sale, 6 minutes. minutes, 7 minutes, flash sale, whatever. Like this week, we've been doing Spirit Week. I've been pushing out pieces at noon like this because we're doing Spirit Week and I'm showing pieces I haven't shown in a while. So it's going like new inventory. So I do the flash sale at noon for like 6-7 minutes. And then that's it. And then I'm off, y'all. I am off. I'm off with my kids during the day. Like, but as you grow, you're going to have team members message you. I'm returning messages on my phone, things like that. And kind of like if somebody catches a replay, I get the notification and then all of a sudden I put it in their system real quick. And, I check my phone throughout the day because you never want to stop working your business. But for replay sales and things I have to put in people's carts, I kind of adjust and I listen, talk to emails and stuff. But the day is for my kids. That's why I wanted to be here for my kids. So we go to the pool, we go to the backyard, we do whatever, we go on whatever trips or whatever. Then when they go to bed, because my kids still have a schedule over the summer, they still go to bed at 8:15. And at that time, I get my board ready for my night live. And then I go live from 9 p.m. Till about an hour and a half, depending on the crowd. If I get a lot of new customers, I will stay as long as they're buying. But usually it's about an hour 15, hour 20 minutes. And then by 11 o'clock or so, 10:45, that is time for my husband. We hang out from 10:45 till about midnight, depending on how long we want to stay up. And then I do it all over again, Monday through Friday. So I do 4 hours in the day. That's including power hour and getting my stuff done and the flash sale. And then at night, I do my night sales because those are my peoples. I can't leave my peoples behind at 9 p.m. So that's what the day looks like for that. How much time do you dedicate to your business a day, a week? That's that. So, a day, it's still an 8-hour day, but when you work 8 hours for yourself, honey, it is a whole different kind of feeling. It doesn't even feel like work at all, They're not long enough. See, I'm showing jewelry. They leave. Let's see. Somebody had a question. How many pieces do I show in my live sale? I show my flash sale at noon. I show about 25 pieces. And then my night sale, I show no less than 50 pieces. No less than 50 pieces, and they're always in sets. If you're not showing everything in sets, y'all, you're missing out on money. Do not show anything that is not in a set unless you're really big, and every piece you show, you got 100 people asking for it, then that's different. But if you are just like me, show in sets, show in sets, show in sets, show in sets. I sound like Michelle, Johnny. Show in sets, show in sets. Making sure I didn't miss any questions. I might have. I have been a paparazzi for about 2 months, and when I go live, no one stays. Any tips? That's really difficult, Audrey. I don't know what you do during your lives. Engagement. People don't want to sit and watch you talk for 2 hours, okay? I don't think anybody wants me to talk for 2 hours. So I engage the people. What are you doing today? You guys, whoever tells me what I had for dinner tonight is going to get free piece of jewelry. Go. Whoever tells me what what flavor my Coke is going to get a free piece of jewelry. What did you do today? Guys, tell me. And I just have them talk back to me. People like engagement. People like for you to call them by name. People like for you to ask them about your family. People like for them to say, hey, I saw you on your picture today. You look so gorgeous. Tell me, where were you? Spark conversation, spark engagement. That's what's going to have people stay. If you sit there and go, here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. Guess what? You're there to get their money. You're not there to talk to them or create relationships. Nobody wants that. Who sits and talks to anybody after they cash out at Walmart? They don't. They just want their stuff and go. But when they're here to talk to you and they have a reason to stick around, they want engagement. They want to be there. So you have to, engage them to have conversation. And be yourself. Don't ever try to be outrageous and crazy and run around and blah, 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 be like everybody else. Don't be like everybody else. Be yourself, but engage them to have a relationship with you. When you start building relationships, especially during your lives, people are going to come because they like you for you and they're going to eventually buy more. So that's basically what you need to do. You need to engage your people. What if your team members aren't open to share their financial goals? Andrea, you just have to continue creating relationships. There are team members that do not want to open up on their financial goals with me. But it all starts with the leader, right? If you are not as open to your team members, but want that in return, they're not going to give it to you, right? If you're not showing your team members that you hit LOP or that you hit 1K club or your 2K club or you're reinvesting in your business, don't you dare ask them to do the same. They're not going to show you it because you're not doing. So it all leads by example. Not saying you're not a good leader, but if you start opening up more and showing that things can get done and showing what you've been doing financially, they're going to want to open up back to you and say, hey, I see that you're doing what I need. Can you help me? I need to pay a phone bill this month. I need you to break it down for me in numbers. Knowing your numbers is power. Somebody write that in the comments. Knowing your number is powers. If you do not know your numbers, you're never going to hit your goals. And in turn, you're never going to be able to help. So you have to know their numbers, and you approach them that way. Say, listen, if I don't know what your goals are, I cannot help you. And I need to know. And the best way I can help you is by knowing your numbers. If I don't know your numbers, I cannot help you in letting you know how many pieces you have to sell. So be open with them and how you're doing in your business. And in return, they'll do the same with you. And always lead by example. My team can never say I'm never live. I'm never buying in the back office. I don't, do live sales or marathons or flash sales, or use the live apps where it looks like you're live, but you're not, or pre-recording and having it set during the day. They know that Jessica has no excuses. I don't. I have no excuses, but I help guide each team member in a different way. I've learned that very early, that you cannot push your expectation on your team members. You cannot say, well, you're not doing this, so what do you want from me? No, you got to teach your team members in the way that they want to be taught. Some people are hobbyists. Some people just want $100 a week. Some people want $2,000 a week. You're not going to train or help or lead in the same capacity for each and every one of them. Stop putting your expectations that you want for yourself on your team members because you know they're capable. So you want to pull it out of them. Don't do that. If they're not ready, they're not going to do it. So help them in the way that they're ready to be helped at. And eventually they're going to grow, that they're going to want more growth tips from you. But for now, stop putting your expectation on your team members. So helping your team members hit their sales goals, results. It's a result to LP. Just want to say thank you. I'm a single mom whose son tried to, twice during COVID. I lost my job because I need to be home with him. He's 13. You have encouraged me this much. You know what? And you hit director, girl. That's another thing. Listen, love the process. Enjoy the journey. You know what I mean? Enjoy the journey. We're all going to go through things, and we're all going to have trials in life, right? But we can all overcome. We have to overcome, and we will overcome, right? So, her just saying that her son, was a situation, but she overcome it is huge. And that's another mindset and heart issue. So be an encouragement to someone. If it's just for that one person, if this was just for you, Suzanne, like the Bible says, if it's just for that one, it was all worth it. It's all worth it. It is all worth it. So you Spanish, Marilyn Cruz, see, I'm Puerto Rican, but y'all, I grew up in the States, so I understand everything, but I can't speak. I know I'm failing my people. Any other questions? How many pieces do you show alive? I did that one. Just making sure I didn't miss any questions, you guys. And if so, I'll try to go back and answer them. But we'll go through that. Are you going public is a big thing. If your profile is not on public and you don't have your people share the correct way, your video is not going to go very far. And the Facebook algorithm and all those kind of things, you would need a training on that as well. I can go into that too, but that's a big. How many pieces I did? How many pieces do you show in sets? 50. I show 50 sets, and they're anywhere between 2 and 3 pieces. Fashion fixes are 4, so I can show up to 120 pieces during a live. How many people do I have on team? We are almost at 50, so I'm still a baby, y'all. I'm only been here 18 months. I'm still a baby, but we have about 50 now. 50. How about when you first start and you see them come in and say hello and welcome, but then leave? Again, silver bells, it just depends on, what they're there for. Listen to your customers, you guys. Your customers are going to tell you how they want your business to be ran. Somebody can write that too. Listen to your customers. They will tell you how they want your business to be ran. If you notice that most of your sales during the week are coming from replay sales, do your replay shows knowing you have no viewers, because those people are going to watch at night when they have time, and you're going to bring up your sales. If you notice that people are just shopping on your website, push your website more, because your customers want to see more of what you have in stock. If you notice that people are buying off of your pictures, your drop walls, know that people want to see more drop wall photos so they can shop that way. Not everybody's going to want to do a 2-hour live. You guys, nobody wants to sit that long. Okay. But if you notice they're coming in and they're buyers, my trick is, if they're coming in and they're buyers and you see them come in and they say hello, abort your whole board and start showing things that they like. Okay. If you know that Susie comes in and she likes seaweed and she buys it every single time, and she comes in and you see her come in and you're on number 7 on your board, abort your board. Show what your people want to see, and in return, they're going to buy, and your sales are going to go up. Okay. Don't be afraid to go off the beaten path. All right. Go by what your customers want and how they want to see your business ran. Okay. Just pay attention to them. They'll let you know. And can I share a little bit on the 1K Club? Basically, the 1K Club, you see it on Fashionistas. It's basically you buying out of your back office, depending on how many pieces, like we know one piece equals 2 PVs. So as you're selling the Power of 15, you guys, if you have not seen Taylor Kirby's Power of 15, woo, I built this whole inventory back here. I think I have like, I don't even know how much money. It's in my comments sold, but I built this whole inventory on just $99. So I took Taylor's Kirby's Power 15 and I reinvested with Taylor Kirby's Power 15 video. And I built a whole inventory on just $99. I didn't use a dollar. I didn't use a dime out of my 9-to-5 money or my husband's 9-to-5 money to build an inventory over 600 pieces. So, and multiples of each piece, but 600 individual pieces. And I didn't use a dime out of my 9-to-5. So if you're going into debt and paying credit cards, you're not doing it the right way. You need to watch The Power of 15 by Taylor Kirby so you know how to build your inventory. But as you sell, the 1K club, the 2K club is just your PV. So if you buy 500 pieces in the month, you hit the 1K club because it's times 2 and it gives you 1,000 PV. Does that make sense? So again, 1,000 pieces a month will give you the 2K and that gives you 2K. So on and so on. There's people that are in like 14K, 22K, the bigger people. So the more you sell, the more back office items you buy and the higher your LOP goes up. So that's why I said helping you hit your sales goal, your LOP is your reward. Do not flip it. Do not try to hit LOP and not sell anything and go into debt. Focus on your sales. The more you sell, the more you buy, the higher your PV goes, and that is your reward. Okay. So that's the 1K, 2K, all of that. No, don't be apology for questions. That's what I'm here for. Where do you go live? I go live on my business page. I don't do my personal page. Everybody has their own opinion on that. Some people do great on their personal. Some people do great on their business. I've always started with the business page. Again, I was self-taught. It was what I learned on my YouTube videos. So I started a business page. I ran it from there. Remember, your business page are people who follow you. They are not your friends. So you have to make that bridge. If you're not bridging over to your personal page, you're not going to get anybody in your business page. Do not think you hit that live button and all of a sudden Facebook heavens open up and everybody rushes in and tries to buy your stuff. That's not how it works. The Facebook algorithm has to be worked and you have to bridge over to your personal page. I'm sure there's plenty of YouTube videos on how to fight the algorithm of Facebook. It is actually a system you have to sort of like study so that your video gets out further and you get more viewers. But that's a whole different thing. But I go through Facebook and I bridge it over. I always share it on my personal page because there's, so my friends can see it. Knowing your numbers is power. I love it. I love it. I have a convention group that is non-ticket holders. Would you take them for 30 minutes during convention? Woo, Lori, you think I'm that good girl? You think I'm that good girl? Stop it. You're making me blush. You're making me blush. I say that humbly because, like I said, I'm still a student. I always want to be a student. I learn from the best. I learn from Andrea. I learn from her elite groups. I learn from our Power Hour women. I learn from women in all different seasons, from star consultants to iconic impressionistas. I just try to be a sponge from everybody and learn from everybody. But of course, I would love to talk to you guys if I could. I'm going to be there actually with my mother and my daughter at convention. So, and then I have my team coming with me too. So I know Andrea. I think Andrea is having a meet and greet. I don't know if Andrea can explain it in there or she may have already made a video about it, but she is having a meet and greet for us during convention. So that'd be a great place to have everybody at the same place at the same time. I like to party, but I want to stay professional. Any tips? Find a balance. Find a balance, Sherry Johnson. Find a balance. Some days I'm super over the top and hype. And some days I'm super mellow. Just like with direct sales, you're in front of everybody. They're going to see your lows and your highs. I always say don't go on camera low because they can see that. But sometimes we're human. Sometimes I turn on the camera and I'm a little low, but then their energy, they can see that and they feed it back to me and I feed it back to them and then it's all good. So I would never say not go live. If you're feeling a little down, if you're upset or angry, of course, I would say take the day, and then figure out the next day how to recuperate from that loss. But I would always say show up and they're going to give you the energy that you're going to give them. But yeah, have a balance. Don't stay like this. Because if I have to watch you and you're like this for weeks at end, I'm like, I need some, be excited or something, or give me something new, or do a jumping jack or something. Do something that's going to give you a little spike. And that's why Andrea is so good about Spirit Week and doing something out of your box, out of your wheelhouse, because it gives that sort of a shock to your customers of receiving something new. And that's like your relationship or your marriage. Like if it's just like this, you're just like, oh God, we're gonna be like this for 50 years. Like, let's do something. Let's go to Greece. Let's do something crazy that's gonna spark a little bit of interest to, kind of get the ball rolling again. And for the people that are coming in can see that side of you too. So it's all a balance. It's all a balance. Now going to work for Silver. You go, girl. I say, you know what, from LOP bronze all the way to black diamond, pink diamond, you know, it takes a lot of work and dedication, consistency, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I would love to be diamond one day. I hit LOP gold this year, which I'm super excited for double hostess rewards next year. She is always trying new things to help her team. Oh, thank you, Jim. Can I have a glass of wine while I do a live? Sherry, I don't listen, email compliance first and foremost, but I think it's against policy and procedures to have any alcohol, drug, or profanity or any type of sexuality things during your live. I'm pretty sure that's in the policy and procedures. So first and foremost, always email compliance. They will tell you yes or no. Don't take my advice. They will tell you yes or no. But I think in the policy and procedures, you're not supposed to have any kind of crude language, nudity, alcohol, or drugs during your live when you're representing their brand. So I would say no, but always email compliance because they'll tell you yes or no. And I know we're getting close. We have 5 minutes left because she told me I have an hour and actually went over because I'm going out with my husband. So I said, let's see. All right. Is it profitable to sell to your friends in other countries? You're not supposed to sell to friends in other countries other than Guam. Of course, Hawaii is a part of the United States, so is Puerto Rico, and I believe the Virgin Islands. We are not supposed to sell outside of that area. Now, if you sell to somebody in the States and they in turn have a sister in China and they ordered from you, you just let them know, hey, I'm going to send it to your sister, and then your sister can send it to you. But I do believe it's against policy and procedures to sell people outside the country. That's not a part of the policy and procedures. Again, email compliance, they'll tell you, but I think you're not supposed to. You can't sell to other countries. But if they have a sister in state, they can shop with you all they want, send it to the sister, give the bill to the sister paid. Now, what the sister does with the jewelry, if she decides to send it, she's not a consultant. She can send it to wherever she wants in the world, but you are not allowed to send it out. Does my husband work the business with you, son? Oh, that's a big question. No, my husband does not work the business with me. And yes, my husband was a big skeptical. He still kind of is. He's getting better as I stayed home full time. He's really seeing it. But your husband, guys, I mean, if you were blessed to have a husband on board since day one, bless your heart. But it's usually the spouse that is your biggest skeptic. My husband, he was just like, you got a good job. Why are you even messing with this? It's just, why are you doing this? And I was like, for kids, he's like, I get it, but like, you're fine. Like, we're fine. We don't need extra money, blah, blah, blah. But now that he sees that I'm home full time and he sees that, we're using less money on people watching the children and after school daycare, and then, the money going up in the savings account. And we paid all our debt off, no credit cards debt, nothing. All of our debt is gone except our mortgage for our home. But all the debt is gone. He's able to play golf more. So he's happy. As soon as I told him he's allowed to play golf now more, he's like, done, I'm in. So now he helps me when it comes to graphics. He has a talent, and I use that. He's talented in graphics, and he's talented in writing bullet points and getting everything organized for my team members to send out and PDFs and stuff like that. So I use that talent from him. But now he is a believer, but your spouse will never be on board until they start seeing the fruits of it. Men are very black, they're black and white. They're not gray. Women, we live in that gray area. What if this could be. Men are like, no, show me the numbers. It's either black or white. And you need to let me know. If I see it in the black, then we're good. Like, I believe you. If not, then I need to see black and white. And that's just how men's work. That's how their brains work. So, but they eventually will. What do you do when you have quiet customers and they really don't share your video? When I ask, I do games, people win, but they go quit again. I try to share the opportunity. Now, crickets, I feel the ones who share them. Okay, so this is the power hour. Any advice? This is where the power hour is going to help you, Kathy. You have to create relationships, okay? Your friends and family are going to take you but so far, but you need them to help them to bring in the second wave of strangers that are going to help be a second foundation for your business. But you have to create relationships. One, you have to teach your people how to share correctly. If they're not sharing publicly, it's never going to go out to where it needs to be. That's one. Two, you need to work on your Facebook algorithm. If you're not getting activity and things like that, it's because you're messing with your algorithm. It's not going out. You have to work your algorithm. That's a whole different study. Number three, you have to create relationships. You have to go out. You have to find new friends. If you have the same amount of friends on Facebook, the same amount, if you started with 400 and you started this business, and now you are 6 months into this business and you still have 400 friends on your Facebook, you're not connecting with people. You should be adding 10 friends a day to your Facebook. You heard me. 10 new friends to your Facebook every single day. You should be adding 50 new people to your Facebook a day. All right. I started my Facebook with 200 people. I got 1,400 people now on my Facebook because every single day I'm adding people. Every single day I'm building connections. Every single day I'm building relationships. This is not saying I'm going to add you as a friend and go into your messenger and say, have you ever heard of paparazzi? Have you ever heard? You know what people are going to do? Like, wait a minute, you added me to sell your business? Delete, delete, delete. No, you cannot make relationships and start vomiting your business on people. Stop doing that because they're not going to come and be a team member or even a customer. Start building relationships. Add people, say, hey, I love your lipstick. What shade is that from? Or, oh my gosh, your family is so pretty. Or, oh my God, I love where you live. I love the mountains. Where is that? Start creating relationships. In turn, people will start trusting you as a friend. And in turn, they will see your videos on their live because now you created a Facebook connection. Now you're not a passive user, you're an active user. And now the Facebook algorithm opens that up and now they're able to see your videos and now they're able to interact into your business. So stop vomiting your business on people, start creating relationships that really matter. And in turn, people are going to see your videos on their live feeds, and then your sales and your views are going to go up. It's that simple. So I got, oh, it's 2:00. I'll answer one more question. Sorry. What do you do when you have, I already did that one. All right, let's go all the way to the bottom. And then I'll answer the last question. And thank you again, Andrea. If you're still here, I'm sure you are because you love me. Thank you for having me on. I did go a little bit longer than I should. I'm so sorry. But I hope whatever you guys learned today enriches your business. I pray that the Lord brings the harvest to each and every one of you. I pray that he equips you for that harvest. I pray that he blesses your business 10, 100, 200 times fold. And I pray that he brings the people and the right people in your circle to edify you, your business, and your spirit. I do pray that over each and every one of your businesses. And I do pray that this was inspirational to you. This kind of build up a fire in you and know that God is for you, y'all. If you put him in the center of everything that you do, he's going to show up every single time. Okay. Do not take God out of the equation, because once you do and you try to do stuff on your own strength, he's going to show you very quickly. He's going to humble you very quick and let you know you can't. So keep God in the center of everything that you do, and he's going to take care of everything around you. Last question. Last question. I see a lot of tags. I've added some friends, but don't shop with me again, Martha. It takes relationships, build relationships, build relationship, build relationships. People, it is the, how do I say it? It is the people you don't know, the strangers that will build your business. There is no reason why somebody needs $1,000 a month in jewelry. But you know why they come and buy $1,000 worth a month in jewelry? Because they have a relationship with you. They care about you. They care about spending their money with you, and they care about supporting you. Okay. It is not the people that are your friends and your family that's going to get you. They're going to get you so far. They're going to launch your business. They're going to get you excited about selling because they're going to be there the first couple lives, or they're going to dwindle off, right? It's the strangers that are going to make your business. So keep creating relationships. Eventually they will come and they will trust you and they will shop more with you. So it's all about creating relationships, you guys. Everything we do in direct marketing is creating relationships. So I love you guys. I see a lot of amens, amens. Love you guys. Again, thank you, Andrea. Everything I have learned, my heart, my hustle, my fire, my will to do more is because of you. And I'm so glad I found you as a leader, as a friend, and as an inspirator. You are everything to me. You may not know that, and I'm saying it publicly to declare my love for you, but you are absolutely everything for me. And I tell you all the time, if you live closer, I'd be at your house just because, not because what you can offer, but because of the person you are. And I love you so much, and your missionary heart for your people and your team members. It shows, and I know God is going to bless you way beyond you have ever imagined in the next couple of years. So I'm very humbled to be a part of that, to see that. And I love you guys. If you're going to convention, I will be there. I hope to see you guys at this get together that Andrea is going to do. If not, again, know that your business, each and every one of you in this room, your business is covered, in prayer from me. So rock it out. Continue to do what you do. Keep the fire burning. And by the time you know it, you'll be part-time to full-time. Love you guys. Bye.